What's going on, YouTube? What up, people? Do me a favor. It's your boy. I'm back with another video. Go ahead, hit the like, and subscribe to me if you haven't already. Make sure you leave comments down below at the end of this video. So, yeah. Now, Panda Room 6, card drop. Shout out to Queen of the Ring. Any given Sunday also happened that following day. Shout out to URL and Caffeine. Now, maybe it's all just coincidence, right? Ironically, both cards didn't have their main events on there. Okay. Yeah, Panda Room 6, you had no 40 bars and coffee. You got 40 with the no-show. I see a lot of people online speaking on that, giving their 2 cents in. And then on any given Sunday, you have no Surfing Cortez. We're going to wait for that one for a minute, huh? So, yeah, I want to, give my little perspective on it. Nothing too crazy. I see everybody has kind of said a lot already, but I want to take a stab at this. So, Panic Room 6. I'm one of the people that bought the pay-per-view, watched it at the crib. First and foremost, I only bought the pay-per-view to see 40 bars versus coffee. I wasn't interested in none of the other matches and none of the other ladies. None of them, what they had, Liza versus Hope Trilly, TS versus Norma Bates, Diablo versus Seabree. First of all, Eliza versus Hope Trilly was the only watchable battle on that card. That was actually a good battle. So shout out to them for doing their thing. I called that a 2-1 either way. I could definitely see people going for Hope in that battle. She seemed a lot more poised and, put together. And she's very witty. What I will say about Hope, just as constructive criticism, some of her bars just seem a little lightweight. They just seem a little. Now, don't get me wrong, she's very witty. She does have haymakers. She does have, a lot of the essentials, but it's seem like as her round goes on, it's some of the lighter bars. I don't know who she goes over her rounds with. A lot of battle rappers will let other battle rappers hear her rounds, but I just felt like a lot of those bars could have kind of didn't have to be there. So the first round I thought was very debatable, very close. Eliza versus, she got that energy and she punches a lot. She punches at a rapid rate and she says a lot of fire shit. Now, constructive criticism for her is she got to learn how to pace herself and she got to learn how to work with more control. She was kind of you could tell she was just too hype. Her energy was just, she got to learn to control that and she'll be great. I had the first to toss up, honestly. If we're being honest. I had the first run of toss up. I gave the second round to Eliza clear. And the third round definitely goes to Hope. Eliza cut her third short. Looked like she was about to choke. She was having some little hiccups, stumbling issues, constantly bringing the bars back. But like I said, I really think that's because she was just too energetic and she don't know how to control it. And that was her first time in the ring. But Hope took off in the third. Even before she brought out Dawn Lady, it was way past overkill as far as her winning that round. Other battle, we got TS versus Norma Bates. TS body Norma Bates. This was really looking like a mismatch. It was really looking like Norma Bates did not elevate her style at all. She's still rapping like it's 2012, and Tia S is somebody that just keeps getting better and better, and she just styled on Norma Bates for 3 rounds. Now the Diablo versus C Bree. This battle's not watchable. You got chokes in the first, stumbles in the second, and all out chokes in the third, and give it up, and it's just like, it was a mess. It was a mess. So, yeah, take that how you will. The battles are out. Feel free to watch them on Queen of the Race channel. All right, so on to this 40 bar situation. I see a lot of people having, their points of view, and I get it. This is battle rap. This is a very toxic, unforgiving, just like not always in a nice environment. So naturally, people are pissed off, fans, supporters, haters, everybody in between. I mean, you got a few people that understand where she's coming from. She did finally put out a statement explaining why she wasn't able to show up. My thing is this. It didn't matter what she said. The majority of people were not going to rock with it. At the end of the day, people wanted to see her. People paid their money. People drove out. Gas prices are not cheap right now. Traveling overall is just like, it's crazy right now as pricing goes. And like I said, the rest of the event, they was looking for 40 and coffee to save that event. They needed that, and they didn't get it. But one thing I do want to point out, I definitely don't see how anybody can bring themselves to blame 40 for this whole event being a disaster. Like, okay, I heard that they was going back to Joe's boxing gym, but maybe this is just my ignorance. I didn't think that after 13 years that venue wouldn't be renovated or, I don't know, decorated, cleaned up, something. Like, I didn't think they would do that, because the thing about battle rap is venue-wise, just battle rap overall is always elevating, it's always improving. People used to battle in barbershops, and now they have like these nice ass venues and shit like that. And shoot, every time Queen of the Ring linked up with Caffeine and URL, they seem to have a decent venue. So I didn't think that they would like have the audacity to bring it all the way back to square one. Like, it wasn't a good look. And the battles, man, like, nobody's requesting these people. Nobody wants to see Hope, Trillia, Eliza Versa, respectfully. I mean, originally it was supposed to be Prestega versus Eliza Versa. But all other people, Norma Bates, Tia S, Diablo, C Bree, like, no, what is a 40 bars and even the coffee doing on this card? These people are not lit like that. I'm sorry. So it's like, Queen of the Ring, you gotta take responsibility for not having fresh, good talent, actual talented talent. You gotta hold the L for that, in my opinion. And I seen somebody, the dude from Black Compass, say online, Queen of the Ring, after the whole 40 bars no show, Queen of the Ring just needs to pour into the new talent. I'm like, the new talent, they looking really mid out here. They looking super duper mid. We just went through like 2 classes of chicks that just didn't go anywhere, pretty much. They came in at sparring session level, and they still at sparring session level to this day. So it's like, or they just low to mid tier. It's not like how it was back in the day. You don't have the likes of people like 40 Bars, Official, that E Heart, Jazz, Hustle, that kind of kept the culture moving and kept, winning and kept having moments and kept doing what needed to be done. Like, you don't have that nowadays. You got a couple, you got Prestavia. She's the best new girl. As far as buzzworthy, she's the best new girl. She's buzzing. She's doing her thing. But the rest of them, I mean, I like Aeon. Eliza versus cool. Hope Trilly is cool, but it's not on the level that it was. They're not doing what those chicks used to do to get Queen of the Ring to where it's supposed to be at now. So I don't know if that's a good idea. They need to focus on rebranding. If they're not going to partner up with Caffeine and URL, and that just be the thing, and that be permanent, they need to think about rebranding. They charged us $40 for probably the worst stream I ever witnessed. That shit was choppy. It was going in and out. There was long intermissions in between the battles with some whack-ass BET uncut music. I didn't need to hear it 50 times. I was done after the first time. Respectfully to those artists. Coffee Brown, that song that you got is trash. That is not a good song. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, no. You don't sound, that beat is kicking your ass, and I mean, enough about that. So, the whole 40 bar situation, this is my thing. I mean, I understand where people are coming from. People spend their hard-earned money and they get disappointed. People have emotional responses to that. But my thing is this. There are a lot of people, and I'm not gonna front. This could be considered her fault for waiting so long, having people speculate for so long. But a lot of people are saying some like crazy stuff that's not characteristic of who 40 Bars is. Okay, you're taking one no-show for Queen of the Ring over the course of 10 years, and you say crazy stuff like, oh, I know she wasn't prepared, she was scared, Hustle was gonna be in a part of her rounds. Like, all that shit just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that you look at someone like 40 Bars' resume, who has giant top tier battles, men and women, people that she's mostly, her win ratio is probably the best in female battle rap. And when she loses and she's not prepared, the few times that happens, she has never ever said that she never lied about it. She always kept it 100 with us. So I don't understand why people all of a sudden think she would just not show up and not tell us that she didn't show up because she wasn't prepared. She's pulled up with no rounds before, not knowing a single round, and ate the loss and told us she wasn't prepared. So why would she pick Coffee, someone that's teeter-tottering, I guess, on top tier, but I guess not even, because she's about to retire? Why would she front for her? And then another reason why I don't believe she wasn't prepared, she went promo crazy. She went top tier promo, just like she did before the QB battle, before she killed QB on the Chrome 23 stage. I don't believe that she would do that and then not be prepared. No, the promo was way too good, and we needed this promo because, like I said, the rest of the card wasn't it. So yeah, you got people just jumping out the window. Hearing after she explained that the problem wasn't that she wasn't prepared, she said that she had Personal issues going on in her personal life. I know that's not really a good enough response for fans, but that's another thing y'all gotta understand. This is battle rap. Any of your personal shit that you divulge to the public, that could be an angle for years and years to come. So if she doesn't want to necessarily tell us exactly what happened personally in her personal life, I completely understand that. I mean, I know that y'all mad and everything else, but you got to think of the business and career side of things as well. And then you got people like Official making crazy ass comments. Like, it's just like she couldn't wait to say something. Like she said, oh damn, 40 would rather not show than come up there and get dragged for stumbling or something like that. Dragged for stumbling and choking, whatever she said. Official, I don't understand you. Like, didn't you just finish eating humble pie for the last 2 years? How many times were you not prepared? How many times were you lackluster? How many times have you got bodied and got your ass kicked over the past 2 years? Where do you find the strength to come at 40 bars about preparation? And you was doing that all while calling yourself the GOAT. Like, this is what your problem is. I like Official. Let me tell you that. I like Official. Official's one of my top 5 favorite female battle rappers. Let me say that. But her last 2 years, she hasn't reflected that, not to me. She be getting killed. She been choking. She been running out of breath. You think that little battle you have with Casey is enough for you to start popping shit again? You really think so? You up there battling your sister who's on one leg. Just because you beat Peg Leg Joe don't mean that you back to where you was. No, you got a lot of making up to do before you can start running your mouth again, which is really what got you in trouble the first time. Let's keep it real. Official, you haven't had a quotable since the Jazz battle. Nobody quotes your shit no more. You used to be known for quotes. What happened? Yeah, I think you're bugging a little bit. I think 40's absolutely right. You need to worry about yourself. You need to worry about getting back to where the fuck you need to be. Because where I'm from, people that's losing don't run their mouth. Talking is for the winner's circle. You know what I'm saying? What if something seriously really happened? We still don't know, but don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. So overall, I get why people are upset, but to me, it's not like just a can't come back from situation. Like, and then the way battle rap is, something else will happen in 2 weeks or a month from now, and we'll forget about this, and we'll just move on. It's not an official loss. I mean, it's not like she got up there and Coffee beat her. So, yeah. And Coffee too, man, like, after all the battles you messed up, you shouldn't really be saying much either. I mean, I understand you came to this one and you showed up at this one, but like, don't sit up there and act like you don't understand what it's like to have difficulty performing a battle, or you never no-showed or you never messed the battle up. That's happened multiple times with you. So, and another thing, why are you calling out Jazz? Why would you do that? And you say you want to retire this year? Does that make sense to you? Jazz ain't gonna battle you no time soon. You know how long it take Jazz to take a battle? And she could still sit up there and say, you're not worth it. You haven't done enough. She could say that to you. You are better off rescheduling with 40 and just taking the short. You are not. See, this is why you can't. This is why y'all gotta be careful with these WODY panels, man. Cause it's the only leg she got to stand on is this WODY thing that just like y'all didn't even. Oh my God, I don't even get started on that. But Jazz ain't gonna battle you no time soon. We'll probably be voting for the next president before Jazz battle you. She got Geechee Gotti to battle first. Then she got Misfit, which she been ducking that for 2 years now. She got Qotr done called her out before you. I know her and Vixen had talked. She could even possibly take Vixen before you. So you talking about possible, like, that's 4 people. You talking about possibly 4 years later to battle Jazz, and you said you want to retire. Nah. You might as well just take your chances with 40. You got a new angle, so your chances of winning are better. You might as well just reschedule with 40. But that's what happened. That's how I feel about that situation. Shit happens, you know. We're all human. Humans are wired to disappoint. You know what I'm saying? 40 doesn't really owe Queen of the Ring anything. She already gave them millions of views. What else could they ask for from her? Literally millions and millions of views, ticket sales, etc., etc. Yeah, I think everybody's gonna move on. We're all gonna be just fine. Out for any given Sunday. Oh my God, what a night for battle rap, man. It started out so good, man. Started out so good. Danny and Av, classic right off the bat. Danny coming in with the rebuttals and the freestyles. First round, amazing. Had a little stumble, slip, blip, little choke. But, you know, professional. Danny got a lot of heart, cleaned that up, sped through, had a great round. Ab comes back even crazier than that. I gave Ab that first round, man. I had Ab edging that. And Danny comes back with the second, busts out like 5 freestyle rebuttals off rip. Crazy second round. Gave Danny the second. And then, yeah. Danny's third. I was just like, why? Why did you do this? Like, okay, I get that, you know, he did the who am I thing with drugs. For me, that was just like a moment in time. That's not something I was looking for to just keep being recreated or to be like a constant theme in his battles. So he came up with this is not Av, and he did that for the whole round, and it just wasn't it for me. I mean, it would have been like a cool intro, and then you got back to business. But for the whole round, it was boring, man. It wasn't it. And Av had an incredible third. Av wins that battle 2-1. Now, bro, I cannot. This next battle, man, Charlie Clips versus Lou Castro. Oh, man, this is vintage Clips. This is Clips showing why Clips is Clips. Like, this is like showing why Clips is on TV, and a lot of these battle rappers cannot be on TV every day. And like, man, this dude is so damn entertaining. It's like once he gets that momentum from the crowd, this dude can say anything. Man, and then he got Lou Castro over here just rapping his little heart out, and it's not mattering. Like, it's crazy. Oh, and shout out to the crowd, man. That crowd was amazing. And surprisingly, here in Atlanta, like, I've seen event after event where the crowd in Atlanta was cringy. Mostly their RBE events, but yeah. a crowd is unruly. I've seen bullpen throw events with the Atlanta crowd. It's just like, I'm just like, damn, I want to go to one of these events one day, but the crowd would just piss me off. So I'm like, I'd rather just watch it at home. But yeah, the second battle, another great battle. But we gotta talk about this stream shit again, man. Caffeine. Yo, you cannot be having the stream cut out. The stream cut out so many times and so bad, I had to wind up re-downloading the app. So I was going back and forth for the URL to Mike P's page, and then his was shutting down. Like, oh, it was so frustrating. I didn't finish the whole Charlie Clips battle till like a few days ago, whenever they dropped it on the app, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. That whole second round was like a blur. I don't even think it came up on Caffeine. To shout out to anybody that was actually in the building for that, because when I actually saw it on the app, it was fire. All three rounds of Lou Castro's was fire. He had moments in all 3 rounds. He had the T-Pain shit. He had I would shoot the freestyles right out your head. He had the Uncle Charles at the Crossroads. Lou was fire. But it just wasn't enough. It was not enough. Charlie Clips got way too much charisma. He has too many weapons. He's funny. He can freestyle. He can scheme. His whole first round, a good part of that first round was a dog scheme. You know, Lou got the A big dog. He went through a whole Husky, Doberman picture, Rottweiler, all the big dogs on Lou. And then he turned around and said something about the Midnight Madness belt. He said he don't deserve that Shih Tzu. He's a little dog, he don't deserve that Shih Tzu. Something like that. It was fire, man. It was fire. Lou Castro died. Charlie Clips bodied him like, like that was crazy. That was crazy. So entertaining though. The crowd was chanting 3-0, but Lou still got his cheers for every round. He deserved it, but it was just like, I'll be honest, I don't know where to go with Lou Castro from here. Like, he's starting to develop like a history of losing in his legacy, and he's just kind of starting. That's not good. He need to start winning. His next battle, he need to win. He actually need to kill somebody. Like how he did with Big T, he need a performance like that, in my opinion. Now, this next battle, oh my God, chess. Oh. Bro, you cannot be running your mouth and then perform like how Chess performed. I don't even want to say running his mouth because Chess material was up there. Chess, when he got it out, it was fire. Like, without the antics, Chess might have actually edged all 3 of these rounds. But with the antics, it's Calico 2-1 all the way. Like, Chess comes out, he starts his round off, then he has to throw up. It's taking like, it felt like 20 minutes, but it probably was like 4 to 5 minutes to start the round. And the crowd, the crowd is giving them chances. The crowd working with him, the crowd is cheering him. The crowd cheering louder for him than for Calico. They was definitely not hating on him. They wanted him to get it back, everything. But then it's like, no, you can't really give Chess that round. And both the rounds were so close in material. And you doing stuff like throwing up and taking 5 minutes to start your round. So he lost the first round. He came back real strong in the second, came out with a rebuttal and everything for the throwing up. And he took the second pretty clear to me. And the third, he chokes. This dude chokes. He brought it back. He got it back, but it was like a 45-second pause. It was cringy. And by then, all the energy had just been sucked out. The crowd had no more cheers for him. It is what it is. You got the material, but you gotta figure. And then maybe that, I think with chess, it's the same thing. Like I said with like Eliza Versa, it's too much energy. Like you gotta start channeling that. Like, you know, his energy's just all over the place, and then it just catches up with him. So yeah, Cal 2-1, first and third. There's no really debating that, but I know a lot of chess fans are gonna try to debate that, and I feel for people when their favorites be doing shit like that. It really hurts when you cannot, when somebody got you looking crazy out here and you trying to defend them. So of course y'all know Cortez and Surf didn't go down. So I'm gonna say this, Cortez, I think that was the best possible scenario for you. I think that crowd would have ate up everything Sue Surf said. It was a big, lively crowd. Like, they want haymakers, they want moments, they want fireworks. I don't know Cortez to do that. So yeah, they haven't even announced when that's gonna happen. Again, they haven't announced the rescheduled date for Cortez and Surf, and I'm starting to get a little worried because it's like, if you ain't on the next card, this shit could easily get, you know, the interest can die down. But yeah, that's all I got for the weekend of no main events. Yeah, tell me what y'all think, man. Comment below. Tell me what y'all think about 40 bars not popping up at Queen of the Ring. Tell me what y'all think about the situation with Any Given Sunday. All right, like and subscribe, comment. I'll check y'all later. One.